What's good, everybody? Floyd Marshall, a conversation with podcast. And tonight I am excited because tonight I am going to be reviewing the hit Tubi movie Ex Door Neighbor, written by Brianna Cole. Now, you may be familiar with this young lady because she's also written a phenomenal movie that is now streaming on Tubi called Sugar Mama. That's a good one. And she also wrote Marriage Pass, another good film that is streaming on Tubi right now. So she has quite a few phenomenal films that's playing on Tubi right now. But the two most recent is the one that I'm going to review tonight, called Ex Door Neighbor, and her last one was Sugar Mama, which was unbelievable. But check out Marriage Pass as well because they're all really good films. Brianna Cole is an absolutely amazing writer. The film that I just watched tonight, I watched it a couple times. I watched it a few days ago, and then again, I watched it again tonight. So everything would be fresh in my mind. But again, the name of the movie is Ex Door Neighbor, starring Chantel Riley as Amani, Gatenish Burhi as Tamara. I hope I got her name right. And Kwaku Adu Poku as Dion. And the supporting cast is Denisha Henry as Nicolette, Milton Barnes as Teddy, and Monique Jasmine Paul as Jada. And basically, the story is about an engaged couple's perfect life unravels when one of their exes moves in next door, threatening their happiness with a hidden agenda. And if you are the type of moviegoer rather that likes twists and turns, Ex Door Neighbor is the movie for you because this movie has so many twists and turns. You don't know who's coming, you don't know who's going, you don't know who the good guy is, you don't know who the bad guy is, but everything plays out and wraps up neatly in the end. This is my second review, but the one thing that I do not do is I don't do spoilers because I want you guys to watch this movie for yourself. So, Ex Door Neighbor starts off with a bang because someone dies. Now, we don't know if it's a murder or just natural causes, but one of the tenants in the building that the main characters end up moving in, Chantel Riley and Kwaku, they're engaged. So I'm going to use their character names going forward, Imani and Dion. But a death occurs in this luxury condo that they're looking at, and a unit opens up, and Chantel, or Imani rather, really likes this place. Dion is a little hesitant because it's a little steep, but they're about to get married, and hey, happy wife, happy life, even before you get married. So fellas, keep that in mind. So they end up moving in this building. Now, here's the twist. As they're going about their daily lives, Dion's ex-wife ends up in the same building. Turns out she's the lawyer of the deceased lady's brother. So the woman who died had a brother, and he lived in the building as well. And Dion's ex-wife represents him. Now, Dion's current fiance ain't too happy with this development, especially when Dion's ex-wife calls him by a name that the current fiance had no idea. She calls him Woody, and old girl's sitting there looking at him like, well, what's that all about? So from the door, the ex-wife and Imani, there's some friction, there's some tension. Now, the interesting thing about Dion, he was a good brother, but if I can't read the room was a person, he would be the poster child. Phenomenal lawyer, but kind of lacking in the discernment of what's going on around him, and especially when it came to these two ladies. And you see throughout the film that although um, Tamara was his ex, you could sense that he still had some underlying feelings for her, which did not sit well with his new fiance Imani. So a lot of things transpire that make you think that Tamara has an issue with the union that is about to take place between Dion and Imani. You could kind of tell that she's not a happy camper with this entire thing. And she starts to come around and she's constantly inserting herself in their lives. Every time you look around, she's popping up. Surprise party, she's popping up. She's playing at parties. She's doing all kinds of things. And Imani is not really happy about that. And of course, if you're in a relationship and the ex keeps coming around and things keep coming up that you don't know about, and she'll mention it, and then Imani's looking at Dean like, well, what the hell's going on? And you never told me that. And he said, oh, don't worry about it. It's all good. So again, there's a lot of friction in this movie. But the way that Tamara moves throughout this movie, you're thinking that she has a serious problem with Imani. And it looks like Imani is just taking it all in, internalizing it, looking like a victim. But everything isn't as it seems. And as the movie goes on, you're going to start to see some things come out. Tamara is always trying to talk to Dion, and we really don't know why. Imani is looking a little secretive, but you really don't know why. You're thinking maybe she's just, checking up on Dion because she wants to protect her relationship. But as the film goes on, you'll begin to see some patterns. But again, if you are the type of person that likes a serious plot twist, this is the movie for you. Now, the one thing that happened that I forgot to mention is they move into the unit where the woman died. The thing is, the woman showing them the condo never told them that. So they didn't find these things out until later in the film. They didn't find out that the condo that they are inhabiting, someone died in that spot. So that caused some tension. It didn't help that the gentleman that played the doorman, you guys are going to really love him. He was a very interesting character. I'm not going to give him away because I really want you guys to watch to see exactly why he acted the way he acted. And then there was Amani's sister, Jada. She seemed, like she just wanted to have her sisters back. But again, things begin to come out in this film. This film was extremely well written. The acting was very believable. It wasn't over the top. It was very subtle. The supporting cast was phenomenal. Good picture quality. I love good production quality. I've been in the business for 20 years, and one of my main things is good production quality. This film had good production quality. But again, and the story was just on point. I love Brianna's writing. It's phenomenal. But if you are someone who again likes a good drama with a little bit of entanglement and some things going on that's going to keep you guessing, I wonder what that's all about, then I highly recommend that you watch Ex Door Neighbors, starring Chantel Riley, Gatinish Burhay. I hope I am saying your name right, and if I am not, I'm sorry. And Kwaku Adu Poku. Again, the supporting cast is Denisha Henry, Milton Barnes, and Monique Jasmine Paul. So make sure that you guys check this film out on Tubi. It is streaming now. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. And I hope that this review helps. Now, again, this is only my second interview. I usually do podcasts. So if I could do things better, leave a comment because, again, I'm not used to doing reviews. So I'm learning as I go. But again, if you like it, leave something in the comments. If you're like, hey, Floyd, you can do this better, then leave that in the comments as well. And I hope to see you guys on the next review. Peace.